Hello and welcome to Epic Blocks. Once again, we're in my Java 1.21.8 world, and we are in a super flat world today to do another mod spotlight. Today we're going to look at a mod called Craftable Structure Blocks by LU5, though it is interesting to note that in Jade it is referred to as instant structures. But what this mod does is it adds 19 items which can be placed in the world, and then when you click on them, they turn into a building or some other structure. So you can see I have outlined some shapes here. I placed my wool 5 blocks apart, unless it was less than 5 blocks to the next block, which we'll see some more of that over there where some of them are a little closer together on the outer edges. I hope that makes sense. But anyway, the first block that is added here is called Oak Starter House, and these are the materials to craft it. And by the way, when it shows oak log and oak planks, it does have to be oak. You cannot use, say, a jungle door or spruce planks. It has to be oak. There is one block in one of the structures later on that is flexible. That'll be the stone bricks. But let's go ahead and craft this one. Oh, got something. That's medium-sized house. Why is this one? I think there must be a repeat. Let's try that one more time. Yep, that's a different structure. They must have the same recipe, and I didn't notice. But that's all right. I'll just put these back here and grab this one. And I'm going to place it here. You can place it anywhere in the world that you want. And when we right-click on it again, it doesn't matter which way we're facing when we place it or when we click on it. The structure is always going to expand from this block up and to the east and to the south. So if you wanted to place one of these structures on the top of a cliff, overlooking the cliff face, you would want to make sure that you choose a structure that orients in the direction that you want based off of where the cliff is facing. So this one is going to expand to cover these purple wool markers. Some of these structures, you'll notice this line right here might actually be empty, but most of them will start right on this corner. So you can see if we move up right there, and we have a nice little simple house. Doors open for us. We get a few torches out of it, some glass panes. So obviously we've got a lot of building blocks, some logs, strip logs, planks, cobblestone stairs, cobblestone slabs, got some ladders. So mostly just a bunch of basic building materials. Plus, in this case, we get some glass panes, the torches, and the ladders, as I mentioned. There's also a campfire up here for a chimney, though no fireplace on the inside. But it's a nice looking, very simple house. So if you don't particularly like to build fancy houses, but you like to live in them, this might be a nice option. Though as noted, the crafting recipe was getting us a different option. Anyway, put that one back, and we'll move on to the next one. So this one is an oak large house, and as you can see, this time we need a block of diamond. So the block of iron, which we would theoretically need for that last one, not too much. But the block of diamond, that's a significant resource. So certainly some people might think this is cheating, but considering the resources involved to build this, I don't think it's too broken in any particular way. There we go, oak large house, so that crafting recipe is working properly. And once again, we'll place it on this corner, and it's going to expand to fill these blue wool blocks. And here you can see this is 20, I think it was, 5, 10, oh, this is 15 and 16. And we'll click on this. And if we happen to be standing in the way, it's just going to push us out of the way, possibly to the inside. Go ahead and put that back there. But you can see this is a larger house. It's got double doors on both sides, and pressure plates on the inside to automatically close the doors. Got some nice chiseled stone bricks, several lanterns, potted ferns, and some potted daisies. But and of course we've still got some glass panes, and some glass blocks. But nothing too fancy. Anyway, moving on to the next one, which will be over this magenta wool. Here we have a villager trading hall, and now we need a block of emerald, but otherwise the recipe is the same as the others have been. There we go, villager trading hall, so that recipe is working. And as you can see, this one's pretty long, moving towards the south, not too far to the east though. And if I do put myself here, no, I think this is one where it is, you can see the farthest block to the west is one off of this particular line, but that's all right. We go in and we can see we've got little alcoves with fences and gates. Lots of lanterns. We've got yellow stained glass panes. Door on this side as well, and a space. There is a sign and some ladders going up to the second floor, which is more open. And we've got some bricks and a campfire down there. Not a whole lot to see. I don't think I would actually use this for a villager trading hall, but I suppose it would work. You could certainly get your villager and lock him in place. Getting him in there might be a little complicated and awkward though. But here we can see that that block right there lines up with the last line here. Nothing past this line here. And all in all, a pretty simple structure. Alright, moving on to the next one. Just going to drop this off here. And we have a stone storage structure. And so now our recipe, again, we can use any stone bricks, so chiseled stone bricks, mossy stone bricks, cracked stone bricks even. So those are all options there. And let's go ahead and test this recipe real quick. Perfect, stone storage. And as you can see, this one's going to extend quite a bit that direction and quite a bit in that direction as well. So this line has the torches, and no torches on the exterior over here, but I believe this is the front entrance. Yep. We have an iron door, we have lots of deep slate bricks, stone bricks, some polished andesite. It did add some dirt as well. Over on this end, you can see that was the final block that lined up there. For our wool block, we've got some glass panes. And if we go inside, once again, we do have our pressure plate to work the door. Got some torches in here and a big open space with some lanterns spread around the edges. But that is the entire building. And on the top we have some more torches as well, so you shouldn't have to worry about any mob spawns, hostile mob spawns anyway. And over on this side you can see that the torches do line up with this line of wool blocks that I already placed. There are a few empty spaces here. None of these structures have any secrets to them, but a few of them do have just a few little holes or something. Alright, anyway, let's go ahead and get rid of that. I'll get rid of this one too, and let's move on to our next structure. So this one is the Dark Spruce Mansion, and now we do need spruce logs and cobbled deep slate. There are no alternatives here, so it has to be spruce logs, and you can't use deep slate or anything else. It has to be cobbled deep slate. And of course a block of diamonds. So once again, this thing is not exactly cheap to build, but once you get the diamonds or emeralds or iron to craft, none of these structures really give you anything too fancy. So let's go ahead and place this one. And I tried this before, but let's see what happens if I click on it while I'm inside. Oh, there's another one that's doesn't have anything in that particular corner, but you can see it does line up. Is there anything? Actually, I don't think there's anything on this line either. And it's a few over. That's kind of... So there's a couple of them that do that. This is probably the most severe. And with our back line, yeah, we are in line right there. Anyway, let's go take a look at this particular structure. So one thing I like about this one is it does have the black stained glass panes. I don't particularly care for the dark oak doors personally, but that's alright. No pressure plate. So I've got some trapdoors here to look like some support structure. Lots of arches, dark wood, lanterns hanging from chains this time. Just a little room here. Got some deep slate tile slabs and polished deep slate slabs. And if we go upstairs, we got some glass sliding doors that are perpetually open, polished andesite, and deep slate tile walls. Got another couple of rooms back here. Stone bricks. And this ladder here. So you can use that gate to get through. Or if you go up, there's a gate here to get to the next side. And we've just got a really nice looking attic, really. Still got our black stained glass panes and lots of polished deep slate stairs. Let's go ahead and come back outside, and we'll move on to the next structure. And as you can see, this one is really small. Doesn't even get a full 5 blocks in either direction. Go ahead and drop this one off here, and this is our mini survival base. So we need our oak logs, oak door. We need a bed, a furnace, a chest, crafting table. And when we build this one, I think I got the order right. Yeah, mini survival base. Going to be inside. There we go. Go ahead and drop this off here because we don't need it. But as you can see, we get a couple of torches out of it, get some more glass, and our chest became a double chest, but there's nothing in the chest or in the furnace. Just a very small, very simple. So that's probably the easiest crafting recipe. You know, just the furnace, the chest, crafting table, the bed. So you'll need a few wool blocks, and yeah, you get a couple of torches and some more building blocks and a few blocks of glass out of it. Moving on to the next one. Here we have classic stone house, which needs 3 smooth stone. Again, stone bricks are interchangeable with the various types of stone bricks. And a block of iron. Let's go ahead and place these. And we have a classic stone house. So I think the front door is on this side back here. So these will always orient in the same direction. I see the door. Oh, that's a door to a room. Okay. Here's the front door. So this one, kind of like the first one, I suppose, we could put it down one if you wanted to set it in the ground, but no need. Got some torches. Of course, we've got our glass panes. Another little room here with more torches. There's a trapdoor with 1 ladder, and that is it. There is nothing else underneath. So, very simple structure. Hardly more complex than that previous one. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. Here we have the classic village house, and this one's a little easier to build. You need 1 emerald, some cobblestone, and other materials that we've already used. There we go, classic village house, and you'll recognize this if you played Minecraft before. This is a very standard villager house. So we got 1 torch on the inside. We do have several torches on the outside, not on this side, but there's 2. There's 4. 2 more there. But all in all, just a standard house that generates in a lot of your villages. And moving on here, we have the oak barn house. So here we've got 2 doors, but otherwise block of iron, built like several of the others. There we go, and we'll place this one on the northwest corner again, like we always do. Right-click it, and here we have a barn house. So it's got a couple of doors here in the front. I'm just going to drop that off. Got some flowers, lanterns. We do have some red carpet here and a ladder. It goes up to a 2nd floor, which just has a lot of trapdoors blocking it off and kind of a table made of trapdoors. And we do have some doors in the back. Got some flowers. So you can see our wool line. This is as far back as the barn house extends. And this side over here, as far as it extends, it's got some grass and dirt. That's kind of random. I don't know why, but it still looks nice. Definitely looks like a barn. Anyway, let's go on to the next structure. I think we're going to be coming up on my favorites here soon. Maybe that next one. But here we have a mini enchanting house. We'll need 6 bookshelves, a block of emerald, enchanting table, and a bottle of enchanting. There we go, mini enchanting house, and we'll place that here. And I think the openings on this other side got some signs, some azalea leaves. And I think the biggest thing we get out of here is our 6 bookshelves turned into 27 bookshelves. But we had to provide the enchanting table. We still get a lantern and some building materials out of it. A few lanterns. It's a nice looking building, but pretty simple, and no front door or anything. Let's go ahead, drop this one off here. Let's go to the next one. Stone portal hall. So here we need 8 deep slate, not cobbled deep slate or anything else, and a block of diamond. So this one I think is kind of interesting, and I think it will work really nice if you have mods that create other dimensions. So it's got a kind of a closed-off Stonehenge kind of feel to it. And we have portals and soul lanterns, except our portal spaces are all marked off by wool. We've also got some sea lanterns. So if you have mods that let you make portals to other dimensions out of wool, you're all set. Or you replace the wool and put in your obsidian, get your endstone set up. You've got a whole set of portals ready to go, and you just walk in and out. This one does, of course, place some grass, so this is probably another one you might want to set 1 lower. Anyway, let's go ahead and drop off this block here. And now I think this one is my favorite house structure. Oh no, next one. But this one is probably the nice early survival base. So once again, the stone bricks can be any type of stone brick. Of course, our oak logs have to be oak. And we've got our block of iron. And the nice thing about this one, you've got yourself a fort. We've got lots of torches, lots and lots of building blocks. Got a couple of entrances. You'd probably want to put some gates or something here. Got ourselves a tower. The ladder takes us up to the second floor and to the third floor. Nothing on the third floor. The second floor gives us access to the other part of the structure. By the way, there is a campfire back there, which I find a little odd, because it doesn't attach here. I think I would probably open this up. Got ourselves a porch so we can look out. And a spiral staircase. And we have a bed. So that's probably one of the nice things. If maybe you haven't found any sheep or any other wool, this particular structure will get you a bed, so that's kind of nice. But again, I think what I would do would be to open this up. That's kind of deep set back there, and we need a back wall. There we go. Okay, so I think that's a little better. Might have to do a little more adjusting to make it the way you like, but this is the, what's it called? Survival base. Yeah, sorry. Anyway, but really nice little fort, pretty easy to build. And next, what do we have here? Here we have the medium-sized house, which does have 2 recipes, and notice one of them is that first recipe, so it will actually work for the medium-sized house. We saw that earlier. And this recipe also using a lantern instead. I don't know why you would use this one instead of this one. My guess is that this recipe was meant to be that first house, and this one is meant to be this one. But let's go ahead and grab these. And yes, we still get our medium-sized house. And we'll place that there. Pigs out of the way. I think the front's on this side. Yeah, the thing I like about this one is we get some sweet berry bushes. So in your world, if you don't come across sweet berry bushes, you could build this house and now you've got some sweet berries. And let's go inside. We got some campfires, got some potted tulips, torches, glass panes, of course, more tulips, another fireplace with campfires. I find this a little odd. I'm not sure what it's supposed to be. Honestly, I think I would break these out, and I'd probably put my bed over here if I was using this as a survival house. But there's not a whole lot in here. Got some more campfires up here for the smoke for our fireplace and chimney. All in all, pretty simple. And then here, I think this is my very favorite structure. Yeah, the spruce mansion. This one also has 2 recipes. So 6 spruce logs, and then either 2 spruce planks and a block of iron, or 2 blocks of coal and an iron ingot. So that gives you a little flexibility. If you haven't come across a lot of iron, but you've come across some coal, you could do this particular recipe. Or if you come across a lot of iron, but not the coal, you could do the other recipe. I'll do both. So there we go, spruce mansion, and spruce mansion. And I really like this particular building. So I think the front's around this way. There we go, there's the front entrance. But it's a 3-story structure. We do have some azalea bushes. Those are sometimes a little hard to find. We've got a nice front porch, wraparound porch. There's another entrance over here. So that's the stairs where we came up. And we got some half slabs here that'll let us go up to the second floor. And we can go out on this wraparound porch, or patio. Got some more leaves, lots of glass panes, trapdoors, lots of lanterns, as well as several torches. And back inside. Not a bad space in here either. So not technically a 3rd floor, just kind of open. And we got another door here with a very small little balcony. Honestly, if I built this, I think, can't quite get through there. Come back out this way. I think I would connect this little balcony to this balcony here. And, so break that, add some planks in here. So probably want to do, let me go this way. So add some structure like you see on the other sections. Okay, and then let's build this out. And I'm going to move the fence post here, not there. There we go. So I like the way that looks. And now our wraparound balcony goes all the way through. Let's replace that block as well. There we go. One other thing I notice is I feel like this is incomplete and should be like this. But simple to work. But I really think this is an extremely beautiful looking house. It'd be great to live in a building like this. I think I might add some gates here across the stairs. I also might open this up and add some stairs here with maybe some more gates. Anyway. So this, the spruce mansion, is my favorite of these structures, but we do have just a few left. This next one's also pretty nice. So this is a desert nether portal, and we need obsidian, block of gold, and a block of diamond. And this would look really good in the desert, but you can place it wherever you like. The same rules apply. And we have ourselves a large nether portal. We've also got some terracotta blocks, some concrete, buttons that don't do anything. There's also a hollow space in here on each side. I don't know why. But all in all, pretty simple and straightforward. So you only need 7 obsidian to make this, so you could get this a little earlier. But of course, if you come across a ruined portal, you would need even less obsidian to place your portal there. Also, this one comes pre-lit. This next one is very similar. This is a dragon nether portal. And again, we need 7 obsidian, a block of diamond. Instead of the block of gold, we need a dragon head. So that's definitely later game when you get that. Also, this particular structure, at least in this version, is a little broken. I'll show you in a moment. And you should hear when I place this, it's going to break immediately. So you can see the portal was there, but there's no obsidian on the bottom. So we do need 3 more obsidian blocks. I suppose you could place them on this level if you wanted. And then light that up. And if you look, you can see this structure, it's kind of shaped like a dragon. Nice dragon head, got some wings coming out, a tail. Very fancy. But both of these, despite the intricate look, really just another portal. And again, the buttons don't do anything. But we got some terracotta, polished andesite, stone bricks. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of these, and I'll just drop this one off here. Next, we have a mega wooden monster farm. So now we need 2 blocks of diamond, 1 block of iron, 1 oak log, 1 oak slab, and then we need a spider eye, rotten flesh, gunpowder, and bone. So if you can't guess, this is a mob farm. Let's go ahead and place it here. Yep, got the order right. And if you look, this one is really big. Once again, we're going to place it on the corner. And here we have a mob farm. It does have campfires. We get a bunch of hoppers and a double chest out of it. Plus, again, we've got some lanterns. There's actually some turtle eggs up there as well to help with some of the mobs. And the mobs that fall down here are mostly 1 or 2 hits away from dying. So I don't have a sword or anything. Just a few more hits. You could also light these campfires and just let it kill everything automatically and collect all the drops. There's a witch in there, I hear her drinking. Let's go ahead. You can make out the shadows here and see how they do line up. with the border that I drew. Let's just come over here to the top level. Let's go in the corner. And we've got spawning platforms. There are slabs placed to keep spiders from spawning. Here you can kind of see the turtle eggs in the center. So any mobs that are attracted to turtle eggs will go that direction. And of course, trapdoors. So the mobs will fall down into this water. There is a lower level here. So from here we got 1, 2, 3, 4 spawning platforms, 4 wide, and then off of each of those we've got a couple more. You know what? Let me go ahead. Let's do this. There we go. Now you can see. So all these mobs will eventually find their way into the drop chute. And you can see they're really packing in down there. So which corner is my exit? I can't see the light now. There it is. But yeah, this is definitely a mega structure. It is very large. So yeah, you do need 2 blocks of diamond and a block of iron. Iron's not too hard to get. By the time you've found 18 diamond, it shouldn't be too hard to have the iron and the other materials you need to build this. Get rid of the rain and storm. There we go. Alright, and now these last 2, you notice there's no crafting table next to these chests because these last 2 do not have a crafting recipe. So I'm pressing the R button, which normally brings up the recipe for building something. And it does not work here. So this is medium-sized house 2. So you can only get this in creative or some other type of cheating. But I'll go ahead and show you the structure still. So we've got our front doors here. And again, we have the pressure plates to close the doors automatically. Haven't seen that for a while. Lanterns and glass panes. And then over here, we've got stairs going up to the 2nd floor. More pressure plates for the doors. And basically the same kind of space. I really feel like if it was me, I would probably open this up and build some stairs here. Might need to move the lantern over a little bit. I think I put it here. Oops. Gotta turn my cheats on. Oops, done. There we go. Don't want to block the window. Maybe move it over 1 more. But that way you have access to both levels. But that's just what I would do probably. Other than that, it is very similar to several of the other houses that we've seen. So let's go ahead and get rid of these. And here we have the spruce starter house. Once again, no recipe. So I can try pressing R, nothing happens. Works for that, but not for that. Anyway, place it here. And similar to some of the others, though I do think I like this better than the other medium house, at least as far as the colors go. Got our pressure plate, got some red carpets. I think there's windows here, so that's kind of weird. Our stairs going up to the 2nd level, nice and open, high ceilings. Anyway, so that is all 19 of the structures that have been added with this mod, Craftable Structure Blocks by LU5. I really like this one. Some of those are a little more useful, maybe especially that mob farm, but this is really just beautiful work. So really like this one as well for the bed, and really nice little starting fort, easy to build, craft I should say. Let's keep on going. This one's got a really nice look. It's a little more expensive to build. This one is huge. And we're back to the beginning. Anyway, thank you for watching. Once again, this is Epic Blocks.